I'm here with Axel Heinz, who is the director of Ornellaia and Masseto in the Bolgheri region of Tuscany. Axel, why did you decide to become a winemaker?
It was really all about love for wine. I didn't grow up in a winemaking family, but part of my family, my mother's side's family, came from Bordeaux, so inevitably I got in touch with wine. I felt somehow that for somebody coming from Bordeaux I needed to acquire some sort of knowledge about wines, and then I fell in love with it and discovered that you didn't need to be born in a winemaking family to become a winemaker.
Bolgheri relies on Bordeaux grape varieties, which makes it different from the other areas of Tuscany. What are the key similarities and differences between Bolgheri and Bordeaux?
Well, the main similarity is obviously in the fact that the grape varieties are the same, but indeed they do express something quite different because Bolgheri is a Mediterranean climate. Not the most extreme Mediterranean climate because its vineyards are so close to the sea that you get a sort of buffering effect from the sea cooling the climate slightly down and kind of eliminating the extremes you would typically get in such climates. So it's sunny, it's very warm, the growing seasons and the summers are usually very dry. And that makes for wines that are a little bit more opulent, a little bit more generous with a pronounced ripeness of fruit. But at the same time, they are able to preserve that kind of balance and finesse which you'd also find in Bordeaux wines.
How has Ornellaia, the wine, changed over the years?
You know, it's a wine and it's an estate that is very in line with the general development of Bolgheri. So it's an estate that has grown. It is as recent as the growing area itself because it was founded in 1981. Today, I like to think that Ornellaia has reached somehow adulthood after a youthful phase, building its estate and its wines up. Today we benefit from mature vineyards, we benefit from a deeper knowledge of the terroirs, of the winemaking after 30 years of making Ornellaia. So that translates, I think, in wines that have also become a little bit more laid back because they're fruit of less hands-on winemaking than maybe that used to be the case maybe even 15 or 20 years ago. So I think the wines have become more natural with a sense of inner balance which derives from the maturity of the vineyards and probably also the maturity of ourselves.
Masseto is 100% Merlot, and some producers in Bolgheri are now grafting Merlot over to Cabernet Franc because of the warmer vintages. Are you seeing any challenges in your vineyards, either Ornellaia or Masseto, in terms of the warmer years?
Certainly yes, and generally speaking, when we are replanting or planting new vineyards, at this very stage we'd rather plant Cabernet Franc or Cabernet Sauvignon instead of Merlot, of which we've plenty. Ornellaia is a vineyard that is more or less 40% Cabernet Sauvignon and 40% Merlot, and certainly we feel that in the more or less remote future we'll have to balance the vineyard and the grape varieties in a different way, probably more relying on Cabernet Sauvignon and Cabernet Franc. Masseto is all planted with Merlot. We don't feel the need to regraft anything at this stage because it's a wonderful terroir for this grape variety and we don't see Merlot disappearing. That being said, there are going to be choices in the future where we'll have to replant sections of the vineyards, and we're definitely considering to maybe replant something with a little bit of Cabernet Franc.